Steve Casey. I've been with Orion Talent, my company here in Austin, for 25 years. It's hard to believe. I don't feel like that to look in the mirror and realize my hair changed, you know. so yeah. And former Army infantry officer years ago. Went to West Point to get out of Nebraska for an adventure in life at age 18. And then decided to go in this crazy thing called the infantry because I thought you get to go to cool schools, have some fun, etc. A little bit more challenging than I thought it would be. so often in the Army as an infantry officer, Airborne School, Ranger School, a lot of other schools and so on. And then went to 101st Airborne Division, served in the Gulf War, was an infantry platoon leader and a few other jobs and everything after that. Got out of the military to join corporate America. Went through the whole veteran transition like a lot of people do every day. And the process was really unique, trying to learn how to become what I should do when I joined corporate America, leaving the Army as an infantry officer. Where do you go from there, right? And went to work in manufacturing operations for a medical device company up in Michigan. Great experience, but I love the idea of helping people figure out life after the military and helping companies figure out how to hire them and where do they fit. I used to get asked all the time by plant managers and other companies we would go and audit. Questions like, how did an infantry officer end up in the medical device community, and how are you in charge of 50 people and also new product development as an infantry person? Like, well, let me explain, you know. And so anyway, I ended up at Orion eventually because they were the top company in this industry, and I decided to come join them and help grow that company nationwide for many years now.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of high points. I mean,
Yes.
you know, yeah, there's a lot of tough things that everybody in the military goes through, especially since 9/11, 2001, you know. So all the people deployed in Iraq, Afghanistan, around the world since then have just gone through amazing and very hard and horrible experiences, you know, along with the high points of being able to serve the country and leading people in tough places. So, and I interview them every day, you know, for all these years now. I've gotten lots of stories you wouldn't believe that are not in the press, you know. But high points for me personally, though, were definitely learning a lot at a young age, all right? Being thrown into an environment where you have to lead, it really was and really is sink or swim, up or out environment. That's not an easy environment, especially when you're in charge of people from day one, when you arrive and you're a second lieutenant if you're an officer like I was. And great, welcome to the unit. You have your Ranger tab on your shoulder. Good, you made it. Okay, we guess you're probably pre-qualified to be in charge of an infantry platoon. So here's your 40 soldiers. And by the way, your platoon sergeant, your new platoon sergeant, is a Vietnam veteran who is a highly decorated one and just joined our unit from Operation Just Cause in Panama as one of the highly decorated for valor in action and senior NCOs in 1989. Great. I'm a totally inexperienced lieutenant trying to figure this out and figure out life. But the high points really were becoming a leader, you know, going through a lot of challenging experiences at a very young age. It really did give me a lot to help prepare me for life later on, and to be able to learn to handle more than you really think you can, from Ranger School experiences to being in the desert in the Gulf War, you know, all those experiences, the great people from across America, every environment, being able to work with people like that. The highest point overall I would say would be having a brotherhood, you know, brothers in arms experience that it's very hard to get anywhere else.